that I chose is the Sham Wow commercial. It's like the classic, um, infomercial style commercial where it's flashy, it's to the point, and it runs pretty fast. And usually at the end, they try and run like some sort of promotion to get you to buy impulsively and buy it now. And the way we know that this is an advertisement is by looking at the criteria. And first off, uh, we have to look and see if it's paid for, which this advertisement was paid for. It actually was paid for by the gentleman that you see in the video. He's the one, his name is Vince Offer. He kind of found the product himself, figured out how to market it, and then I think they said it was $20,000 to do the whole production for the commercial, which is relatively inexpensive considering how successful it was. And it was distributed through mass media. It could be found on television. It first started on the home shopping networks, and then he got um, his rhythm down and started to gain some success with it, and was able to then expand towards other networks. And this advertisement, in order to be an advertisement, it has to attempt to persuade, which this advertisement definitely does. Right from the beginning, as soon as the commercial comes on, he starts running through different scenarios and ways you can use the product, and what makes it so important that you need to have it in your life. He towards the end, he even has some testimonies from customers who have used the product, and then finally he offers a deal where if you know buy now, you'll get a discount or whatever the case may be. So he definitely attempts to persuade. This advertisement targets household consumers. Throughout the entire commercial, as I mentioned before, he runs through 13 different scenarios in which you could use this product, whether it be, wiping up a spill, cleaning your car, drying off your dog. I mean, the possibilities are really endless, according to him. And the actor does a good job, sort of showcasing all of that in the minute and 30 seconds that he has for the advertisement. He runs through all these different scenarios and sort of tries to demonstrate to the consumer that this is something they need. This advertisement only aired in the United States. I know they sell the products in a few other countries, but the advertisements aren't really broadcasted in those countries. It's sort of a in-store, as seen on TV type item. The goal of this commercial and for this product was sort of to introduce a new product in an already existing category, and that category would be sort of household products that are used for cleaning and have multi-use, I guess, like paper towels or rags or whatever you're using right now. Um, he sort of demonstrates this. He goes through and does a couple comparing and a couple compare and contrast demonstrations where he uses a rag or a paper towel and compares it to the how effective the Sham Wow is. This commercial is a really good example of direct response advertising. Like I said, right from the start, he jumps into all these different scenarios of why you should buy this, and sort of he's talking fast and talking with intensity, sort of trying to get the consumer to get up to speed with the intensity that he's using, and hopefully get them to, by the end, purchase the product. It's like I said, it's really an infomercial style commercial, and they do have a lot of success. Um, I think I read that this was one of the more successful infomercials that ever aired. It claims that towards the end, it claims that if you act now, if you act in the next 20 minutes, that you'll get a deal and they'll double the offer. And that sort of adds to the fire of trying to get the consumer to really act now and buy the product. And I think it was a pretty effective advertisement. I mean, I chose this because I remember this being the first one that I actually, first commercial I ever saw that I actually considered buying and then ended up buying, and I still use them today. So yeah, that's why I chose this commercial.